from BoLS Souls, and I have a very special guest with me today.
I'm Stable Abe.
And we're looking at the Pathfinder module, Gallows of Madness.
Ooh.
Now, I haven't flipped through this module a whole lot. Abe flipped through it a little bit, just to get kind of an idea what this book is. But it's actually 3 Pathfinder modules for levels 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you can run them as separate one-shots. You can run them as a campaign together.
Yeah, you can link them together. You can you can fit them into your existing campaign. I mean, they're level 1 or 2, so you better be a pretty new campaign if you want to fit them in.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's 3.5 compatible and all that good stuff. Obviously, this is from Paizo for Pathfinder, so it is a really easy starting module.
Yeah.
So if you've never DM'd before or have no idea what to do, these books are great because they're full of ideas. Even if you're not level 1 or 2, you could still borrow some of the ideas in this book and scale them up for whatever.
Oh yeah, and they come with maps and mats and all kinds of cool things. Yeah, we don't want to give too much away, but there's a little description I think we can read here without giving.
There's some of the maps examples.
Some of the cool maps. I like this little barrels. Reminds me of like the Hobbit or something, right? And this book is, as they point out, this is designed to use for beginners.
Yep.
So mainly the rules are used from the Pathfinder core rule book and Bestiary. It's not drawing a ton of rules from all these different things.
Right.
And they've got little adventure summary here. So we've got 3 adventures in this book. We've got a foul breed. The heroes find themselves investigating the troubling disappearances of several apprentices from the Isgiri town of Sarangallo.
He's reading it from the side, folks.
Yeah, sorry. As well as rumors of large vermin scuttling throughout the streets. So that's one of the adventures.
Okay.
People are missing. There's rats.
All right. And then there's What Lurks in the Woods.
Yep.
Which is another one. The heroes comb the Isgiri wilderness for strange goblins. Isgiri, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I can't. I'm looking at a weird angle again. Yeah. So strange goblins that have a much larger threat to Sarangallo. So. There you go. Yeah. And then the last one there
is the Festering Blot. The mayor of Sarangallo recruits the heroes to brave the eerie, long-abandoned Sarini estate and track down records that might finally bring the town peace.
Yeah. You know, and it's funny because I feel like I have played all 3 of these adventures before at some point.
Yeah.
These all sound vaguely familiar, like I've seen these before.
Yeah.
Maybe you have too. But they're not. They're generic, but they're not. They have a theme going on, and you can follow them along.
It's got
a nice narrative arc to follow too.
Yep.
And then again, it's all about. This is really all geared towards, for beginners. So I'm gonna kind of hold it up so we don't get as much of a glare.
As much glare, yeah. So you've got this is where it takes place if you're big.
If you're playing in the Pathfinder world proper. Yeah.
You've got the 3. Just going to really quickly show you some.
Foul breed. We're not going to read all this again. There's from here on out, folks. Spoilers as well. So if you are going to play in this campaign, maybe stop reading now. But yeah, if you're a DM, you want to learn more about it. Yeah.
But these are actually this is the kind of thing that would be useful for any whether you're playing this campaign or not. This is the breakdown of the town.
It's a large neutral, large town, or lawful neutral, large town. It's got corruption 0, crime -4, economy +1, law +3. Lore +1, society +2. So if you're making checks for whatever reason, you may want to you can use that for an example.
Yeah, and then you've got population breakdown, all of that kind of stuff. So
democracy, demographics. That's actually kind of interesting stuff too, just for as far as like world building. I think.
Exactly.
That's super important stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could easily have any characters visit this kind of a town and have some interesting stuff.
And it also says here real quick that they have a deep-seated hatred for members of House Sarini. So that's what they say with that long memory thing. So it's kind of interesting. And then again, if you want to get into the marketplace, it's got some item values. So if you go to the local town shop, it actually has like minor items 3d4, medium items 2d4, major items 1d4. So if you are DMing on the fly, you can roll those charts on the charts in the core rule book and kind of get an idea of what those would be. So.
I actually love the special rule. Like, it's a really funny special rule, I think.
Yeah.
They hate that house and any individual from that house who shows up. So if you could play an individual from the house if you wanted to. They're attacked with non-lethal and improvised weapons within 1d4 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so if you make it out for 4 hours, they'll leave it alone.
If any of them who survive are warned and dumped outside the town's walls. If they come back again, they're hanged.
Wow.
Yep.
So don't be from House Serini there.
Yeah, but also they don't like any nobles because of that. And any nobles must pay 200% of the normal price for goods and services, and may face mockery, insult, or violence.
Wow. And then the full settlement rules, it gives you a little 202 to 209 of the Pathfinder RPG Game Master Guide. So that's actually really neat.
That's a really
neat
cool
little thing.
Yeah. If you could easily adapt that to be any town.
You can change the name out.
You can change the name. So if you had a player that was that line, that would be a really interesting, or you made that line be your player.
Oh yeah.
Basically, that could be a really interesting thing. Like, come to this town and in 1d4 hours you're going to get attacked.
So
yeah.
And again, it's got the whole adventure. We're not going to give all that away.
Right.
I don't want to do that. But Foul Breed, it does have some NPCs to interact with, some monsters. This apparently is a giant hook fly, CR2 monster, which is bad news.
This is actually the end part of the game. So you got a couple of interesting things. This is how you could tie it together with other encounters, and this is if you wanted to scale it up to fight higher level.
Yeah, which you can totally, if they're level 2, you add
Yeah.
a couple more fire beetles. So, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then the next one, it's going to go with Lurch in the Woods.
Yeah.
Again, skipping ahead, I don't want to give it all away. That one involves goblins. And they do have maps. I want to skip past a lot of this stuff, actually, because, like I said, that's just more NPCs.
These are all the NPCs for all the adventures.
Yep. So it's not really a horror theme, but it's more of a freaky creepy crawler theme.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a tiny bit of like a horror theme. It's the
Yeah.
Gallows of Madness, but it really is aimed at a beginning adventure group.
Totally. And there's some traps in there too. You saw floor spikes.
Yeah.
But this is what I was trying to skip ahead to. The game, this book actually comes with these little maps, which are actually attached. Let me go ahead to pull them off. Dun, dun, dun. All right, first time, see? And then it comes with these cool maps,
Yeah.
which you can use. You've got a map of Serengallo here. So you
Which
can
is
see,
actually pretty cool.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we have enough city maps.
No, definitely.
Especially like in this kind of a format. Because
Yeah.
if you're a player of the game, how cool would it be to be like, here's your map of the city?
Yep.
Like boom. Now you have a real map and you can actually hold it and look around like, oh, I want to go explore these streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
No,
pretty cool.
that's really cool.
Also, just a side note, tell you getting started DMs out there, if you ever come across maps like this, if you want to have a really cool adventure, you can actually transpose this and create the sewer system for your city, and then you can have a big sewer fight, like sewer map, just lay underneath it. So that's something I learned as from one of my friends who was a DM one time. He's like, I always build the cities and then I draw the sewers to match underneath, so that if the players, if they want to go exploring in the city, maybe there's a gang that's hiding out in the sewer system or whatever. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So especially, in a world with beholders and stuff like that, where they can burrow and
Sure.
So,
yeah. I mean, that's a great tip because there's a lot of monsters in D&D that are underground dwelling monsters, or Pathfinder, any role playing game.
Any role playing D&D or Pathfinder. Let's be honest.
And sometimes you're doing a big city adventure, or you're in the more settled lands, and you're like, well, I'm not going to send them out to some dungeon or some cave. And you're
Right.
How can I work those in? And sewers are a great way to do that.
They smell bad though.
They smell bad. Yeah.
Make them take contracts. That's all I'm saying.
All contracts. All the time.
And then on the flip side, we have this field, which is actually 1 square is 5 feet, and this is a typical map, so it's just something to see. I wanted to point this out. I think this is so that's just referenced. This is just referenced in the book.
Yeah.
The Scarrow Field here, so you actually get a nice field map. If you don't have a map to play on at all, this is super handy. You can totally use wet erase marker on here, whatever dry erase.
I'm guessing this is probably for one of the first adventures, but this would be great if
Yeah.
you just wanted to run this kind of thing at like a convention or
a
quick little, hey friends, want to learn this game? Here's the first little adventure. Here's the first little fight. Let's just do that.
Yeah, totally. So these are super handy again, just getting started.
Yep.
Now the glue is stuck to the page, but that's okay.
Everything's ruined now.
Everything is ruined. Pull that out. I'll have to get that off later. So anyway, let me just stick that back for now. So anyway, that's what this is. It's got some unique monsters in there. That's some creepy stuff there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to give any more away here, but it's 3 adventures in one book. You can run them all separately. You can run them all together. It's great for players 1 to 2. You can scale it up if you want to.
Great launching point for your new campaign.
Absolutely,
Get
yeah.
some new players in there. Cool. Little
Good for
book.
new players.
Yeah.
Good for new DMs. Good for new players.
Yeah.
Yeah. All around, pretty solid module. Can't complain.
Neither.
I'm AdamHarry from BoLS Crew.
I'm Stable Ib.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one.